considering that the trade deadline's coming up. And you know what? Actually, I kind of want to revert a question, if you don't mind, Sean, back to Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And, Ben, there's a lot of these teams that are in the running, obviously. You look at where the Carolina Panthers are currently in the draft, and they've given up their first-round pick to the Chicago Bears, which, looking at it right now, would have been very, very high value, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's been a lot of, discussion that Brian Burns potentially could get traded off of the Carolina Panthers. Now, do you think a first would be too much for Brian Burns?
I would think so, and the only reason why I would say that, guys, is because he's had injury problems.
Okay.
He can't stay healthy. But when he's healthy, he is a pretty valuable player defensively, one of the better defensive players in the league. I would say definitely second round. You can get a second rounder for him.
Wow.
Teams, there are desperate teams, that could say, you know what? Okay, that piece right there is what we're missing. What do we do? Look at Seattle. They got Leonard Williams today.
Yeah, we led right into that too. Exactly. Yeah.
Second round pick, I think, for the Giants.
Yeah.
So, that's a big deal. Guys, to be honest with you, first rounders to get something for first round pick is so rare these days.
Yep.
It's just so rare because
with that though, okay, because you guys have both been watching the tracker, right? What players that are currently on, I guess, we'll call it the waiver wire, right? Are worth a first round pick right now. What player would you consider, maybe even going back to you, Sean, too, being also a Washington fan, do you think Chase Young is worth a first round?
No, you can't. The best ability is availability. And unfortunately, in the last 2 years, we really haven't seen him on the field. Now, mind you, obviously he had a pretty nasty injury. But at the same time, he was cleared to play at least 4 weeks before he actually got on the field last year. And you can definitely tell towards the end of last year and the start of this year, he wasn't up. He wasn't there with it up there. He seemed a little timid in certain situations. Now it started to catch on, and he started to look really good. But he's certainly not that guy that everybody said that that they fear and all the announcers talk about. He's not that same guy. I watched the guy against you in Atlanta where Chase Young comes around the corner, beats your tackle off the ball completely, and has a free shot at Desmond Ridder. And let's be honest, Desmond Ridder can run, but he's no Michael Vick. No. Desmond Ridder went right around Chase Young. Chase Young barely even touched him after having a free shot against him. And then we get Casey Tuhill coming in here getting 2 sacks, chasing Ridder down like he's daggone Bruce Smith. Yeah. So, honestly, right now, if we're paying him for the fact that he was a first-round pick, okay. If the team wants to do that, that's fine. But right now, draft picks, first-round picks are like cars. As soon as you drive them off the lot, they start to depreciate unless they're getting better. And a lot of these guys just, like Ben said, Leonard Williams went for a 2. He went for a second-round pick. Montez, potentially second, maybe third, is what people have been talking about. So,
I hope so, man. I hope we
Chase
land
is
him.
He's not there. Third, I think we'd be lucky to get a third for Chase.